I mean, you can make it an advantage because that's just the way my brain works. I'm interested in a lot of different things at the same time, and that is very typical of somebody with ADHD. But there are also challenges that come with it, which are very real. Like having severe anxiety at times, and not being able to compose yourself, feeling dysregulated in environments which are overstimulating. And that's challenging for anybody who works in cinema because you're around a lot of people all the time, a lot of noise. Sensory overload സംഭവിക്കുന്നതൊക്കെ ഭയങ്കര നോർമലാണ്. I had a late diagnosis, but I've still kind of I think what I would describe it as is like a swan or a duck that's gliding on water but is paddling furiously underneath. So that's how it feels to me, because when people see me, they think, oh, she's like quite composed, and she seems to get all the things that she's getting things done. But it takes an enormous amount of effort for me to actually get things done.
Hi guys, so this is a video of one Miss Santi Balachandran, an actress in Malayalam film industry, and I found this video online where she is talking about her ADHD experiences and her opinions and whatever she knows about ADHD. And I hope everybody knows this actress. I'm not familiar with this actress, and I have to check her name actually. I've only seen a song of with Tovina Thomas. Some movie called Tarangam or something. Minnunde mulla pole. I like that song very much, and I used to hear that song before, and I didn't knew from which movie that is. And whatever. We are talking about ADHD. So whatever she is saying is right. So when I found this video, I found certain comments in that video, and certain comments are right, and certain comments are not that right, which is actually misguided. So I wanted to clarify that. So I had some talk with some people in comments when I found this video, and many of people agreed with me, and whatever that I haven't said in that comment, I want to clarify that. So ADHD, these ADHD people, in general opinion, in popular opinion, it is considered as a mental illness or a negative state of mind, which it is not actually. It is actually a superpower, actually a gift, because these ADHD people have a greater sense of awareness and pattern recognition that many of this mundane folks doesn't have. And the major challenge that these ADHD people encounter is when they're dealing with these mundane folks in a mundane situation, in a normal environmental situation, when such people in large numbers cause them trouble. Because when they are in a crowded situation, or maybe like 10-15 people, they feel like exhausted, they feel like overwhelming amount of energy loss, and feeling bored or things like that. And I do shamanism here, and I deal with a lot of this ADHD people. So these people are some of the most talented people on earth, because they have multiple talents, they have multiple interests that a normal person doesn't have. So this is the only thing. These people are not dealing with the mental illness. These people are evolved beings running a different timeline altogether, and other people cannot pick their energy, and they cannot run in their pace. And this ADHD person, every now and then they have a new interest, they have a new idea, and they think and do things out of the box that many of the normal folks doesn't have, which means like they are X-Men amongst these normal people walking around this earth. So they are like a highly evolved being. Maybe some of them are not that highly evolved because they don't know how to master that gift, master that talent. One of the things that they encounter is because they are mingling in this normal day-to-day routine, and these people who are fixated in their normal lifestyle, normal thought process, and normal routines, and that exhausts them, and that is creating a problem, because an ADHD person is emitting a completely different energy frequency, and it clashes with the normal mundane folks, and that is considered as abnormal. When somebody is walking or functioning in a different level, and when they are in a crowded situation with multiple people, the people frame these people, ADHD people, or true, they understand this as abnormal. Actually, they are abnormal, means like they are not evolved beings. These are very normal people, and those people need to understand that these people are X-Men amongst them. And ADHD person also have to understand that they are not in a negative state of mind, or they are not dealing with a mental disease themselves. They are gifted people, and understanding that encourage them to develop their skills. That's a basic thing that an ADHD person needs to understand. They are like an X-Men, and they have this gift. They need to understand that, and they need to focus on developing their skill sets, their interests, their ideas. Because they have this multiple interests and multiple talents, it takes a toll energetically, because they want to get that thing done, because only they can do that. They know that. So I'm like, to find people with those interests, like an ADHD person can have good taste in music, he or she can have a greater knowledge in health and fitness, they can be passionate about that, they can do many other artistic endeavors, they can do cooking, or they can have multiple passions and multiple talents, and they can execute that. So they can mingle with the vast society, vast community, a community that is passionate about cooking, a community that's passionate about health and fitness, music, acting, and all these things, many of the things, academical things, and all those things. So yeah, that's a gift that a normal person cannot do and achieve. So knowing that gives them a freedom, or makes them more evolved, and that is what they need to do. Understanding their talents, and evolving according to that. And people around them should understand that these people are talented people, these people can do multiple things that they don't have. The only thing that creates a problem for them is dealing with these normal folks who are not in their level, not in their frequency. That is what gives them trouble, or makes that a mental illness. Actually, it is a dance with an evolved being and not so evolved being. That's it. So ADHD is not a mental illness. It's actually a modern day bullshit. Actually, when you see that as mental illness, it's actually a gift. It's actually a talent. And when people get evolved, the ADHD thing is, it will become normal, and everybody will become special. And as the saying goes, where everybody is special, no one is special. So ADHD person is a representative of that, and he or she is a light, he or she is an inspiration, and it's a completely different being who is walking or functioning in a different timeline. So understand that. Take care.